Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to an episode of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. We return to the franchise as two-time defending, undisputed world champions. That's right, we've played 3 full seasons here in this Legends series, and we have been to the World Series all 3 years. Unfortunately, we only have a record of 2-1. We have a new contract that we signed in the past video, a 3-year deal. And our contract goal is to win the World Series. I think we can do it. We lost to the White Sox in the first episode, in the first series. In the first season. We beat the A's in the second season. And then we just played another team. I don't remember. Who was it? Was it the Red Sox? Yeah, the Red Sox, I think, is who it was in year number 3 this past postseason, and we beat them as well. But that is not the most important thing that happened recently. The most important thing that happened recently is we have a new look team. We brought in some new players. Alfonso Soriano, not a new player, but he is a new addition to the leadoff role. He usually was hitting number 9, but as you can tell, we have no longer the captain. Derek Jeter is no longer a New York Met, and that is because we have this man right here. Now, I always wanted Alex Rodriguez on the team. I didn't know it would have to come at the cost of getting rid of Derek Jeter, but I accidentally pressed the accept trade button when I was going through suggested trades, and Derek Jeter happened to be a part of it, and it happened and I couldn't go back on it. So yeah, Alex Rodriguez is on the New York Mets and Derek Jeter is no longer on the New York Mets. Derek Jeter is on whatever team A-Rod was on, the Rays. Derek Jeter is on the Tampa Bay Rays, but we have A-Rod hitting in the 9 spot. Now, I'm not sure if this is how it's going to end up being the whole year. It might be. But he's going to be playing shortstop because we still have our main man, Captain America, David Wright, who is going to be playing third base and hitting second in the lineup because we've got the machine Albert Pujols hitting third, Barry Bonds hitting 4, Griffey's back in the starting lineup hitting 5 after having a okay regular season but a phenomenal postseason, absolutely robbed of the postseason MVP because they gave it to Sammy Sosa for some reason. I don't know why. I think they gave it to Sammy Sosa, right? Was it the postseason MVP they gave it to Sammy Sosa, or was it the... No, Griffey did get postseason MVP. He should have gotten World Series MVP, or was it Albert Pujols? I'm confused. I think it might have been Albert Pujols. It doesn't matter. You guys know what happened. And now we have Bryce Harper, but we had Bryce Harper before. This is the younger version of Bryce Harper. This is the Washington Nationals version of Bryce Harper. The one that we had was the current day Bryce Harper on the Phillies, all that kind of stuff, the older version. This is prime MVP Bryce Harper. This is this Bryce Harper right here in these era where he's hitting a bunch of bombs. He's doing kind of killing it stuff. That's the Bryce Harper we have now. We don't have Willie Mays anymore. We don't have Mickey Mantle anymore. No, we do have Mickey Mantle. We don't have Sammy Sosa anymore. Basically, I wanted to serve, since this is year number 4, I wanted to have this serve as kind of like a soft reset of some of the players on the team to get some new faces in here, because it's what this series is about. It's about seeing a bunch of legends. So obviously I kept some of my favorites like Bonds and Griffey and Soriano. But a lot of the guys' faces change because that's the whole point. We've got Bryce Harper. We did bring in Prince Fielder in the offseason in the free agency. He was really one of the only guys that was there that we actually wanted. And we've got the Prince hitting DH for us in number 7. We bring in arguably the greatest catcher of all time. I've been on the record saying it's Johnny Bench, but that's just my personal opinion because I'm a Reds fan. But a lot of people outside of Cincinnati would consider Yogi Berra the greatest catcher of all time. He's got, 10, 11 championships, 10 as a player? And then he's got a couple as a manager. I mean, this man he did it all. he was the catcher other than Johnny Bench. So we have him now. He is only 5'7", But he's our new catcher for at least this season and next year probably. And then we've got A-Rod to finish it out as our quote-unquote second leadoff man. On the bench, we've got Corbin Carroll, we've got Miguel Cabrera, who we had last year, Mickey Mantle, obviously we had last year, Jose Reyes, and Seiya Suzuki we brought in, I think in a trade. I'm pretty sure it was a trade. I don't remember. It could have been free agency. I have no idea. So that is our bench and our actual 1 through 9. Our rotation is maybe the greatest it's ever been. Greg Maddux, who has been phenomenal not only in the regular season, but in the postseason as well. He's had back-to-back postseasons where he's been lights out. We bring in I'm pretty sure, 3 straight Cy Young winner, Walter Johnson. Yeah, 3 straight Cy Youngs for Walter Johnson. 2 on the Rockies, 1 on the Braves. There's no other pitcher that's won a Cy Young in this series so far, and it's Walter Johnson, and he's now pitching for us. So I'm super excited about that. We also bring in Jose Contreras, which I'm super excited to use because I've never used Jose Contreras before. So I'm very excited to use him. We have Sandy Koufax still, who we got last year, and we still got Roger Clemens. So this pitcher rotation is unbelievably elite. We have King Felix as a long relief guy. Our bullpen is unbelievable with Michael King, Hal Newhouser, and Joe Nathan, who's back from his, I think, broken finger he had that took him out for a while. Then we've got Billy Wagner, we've got Vida Blue, and we've got Eric Gagne. Now, they have Eric Gagne being our number 1 closer. It's been Billy Wagner for the past 2 seasons. But last year, he had 14 blown saves, and Gagne only had 3, but he didn't really get a whole lot of opportunities to save. I think we'll go with Gagne as our closer. Billy Wagner had a very clutch postseason, especially World Series. But I think we'll just ride the higher overall and give Eric Gagne the closing spot. Now, it doesn't always mean, obviously, that Gagne is going to get the save every single game. I mean, obviously, you see that Gagne had 6 saves last year when Wagner was the starting closer. The starting closer, he was the closing pitcher. So they can rotate it out depending on what the simulation does. But Gagne will be our number 1 closer for Season 4. And that is a new look Mets team. We are taking on the big unit here on opening day against the Miami Marlins. I'm excited, man. A new season of baseball is underway here. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Opening day. We get to look at A-Rod. We get to look at Yogi Berra, Prince Fielder, Harper, some new additions to the team, and we get to see Greg Maddux absolutely cook. I'm excited. We'll get to know the Marlins team as we move forward, but I think we've played the Marlins before. A lot of these guys I'm seeing in their batting order right now off the bat look like guys we've played before. Actually, we have played this team. This is the team that beat us last year. I'm remembering that. Didn't we? We played the Marlins last year in August? A couple episodes ago now. And they beat us because I remember Bo Jackson, Manny Machado. Manny Machado hit a home run off us, I'm pretty sure. And Andres Jimenez. Yeah, I remember this team. We've played this Marlins team before, and we lost to them. So hopefully we can start year number 4 off with a win and not a loss. But let's get into it. I'm super excited. I don't know how many more years we're going to go in the Legends series. We're already starting year number 4. We're going to figure it out. We'll certainly finish this year, obviously. We might go 5. I think 5 would be a nice, even, solid number to go. But we'll see how it is. Let's get it started. Year number 4 underway on opening day. Mets and Marlins from Miami, from South Beach. Maddux versus Randy Johnson. It's going to be a battle. Let's go get it.
To get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. So the New York Mets with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000, but over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here and getting to start. Randy Johnson singing the numbers he's racked up in his career are almost unprecedented.
Now, when we played the Marlins last season towards the end of the year, we did not go up against Randy Johnson, so this is going to be a little bit of a culture shock, but that's a good way to start. Bo Jackson fields that in right field, but Soriano leads off the game with a single. That's a good way to start. We got to get used to hitting early because Johnson's going to be throwing some high heat. I mean, look at that, 99 on the gun, and he doesn't even look like he's trying, really. We've had multiple opportunities to trade for Randy Johnson throughout these 3 years. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. I don't know why. Maybe because we've had him on previous Legends series before. Now, I know not on this channel, but if you go back to my main channel, I've done previous Legends series on there, and we've had him on a couple of those before. So maybe that's why, I don't know. 3-1 count to David Wright, and he sends it into left field. So he moves Soriano over to third because he's got 93 speed. And now we've got runners on the corners and 1-1 count. Nobody out for Pujols. The machine is ready to start working again. He was robbed. I do remember he was robbed of his World Series MVP because they gave it to Sammy Sosa. I think he had a higher batting average than Pujols did, even though we all know that Albert Pujols was the World Series MVP. He certainly was the better player than Sosa. But they gave it to Sammy anyway. So maybe Pujols can take some anger out this season and win an actual league MVP again. Because didn't he win one? He won one in last year, right? Or 2 years ago? I don't remember. I think he's won one. Ooh, generous call. But it's the debut of the new Bryce Harper, the younger Bryce Harper. We basically just sent him in the hot tub time machine and he got younger. That's basically what happened. And he check swings on holds off on a fastball inside. 3-1 to him. This is what David Wright had the green light on in his at-bat. And I gave Harper the green light, but I didn't fully commit. Sammy Sosa also in Tampa Bay. Sammy Sosa was a part of that Jeter trade to get A-Rod. That's right. And Randy Johnson's going to be a menace. Randy Johnson is going to be a menace to try to hit. I just was way behind that. I'm not used to having to hit against a guy who can hit 100 on the gun consistently. Griffey, I need you. They changed his number. Oh, I didn't realize that. I did make a lot of moves. That makes sense. Sometimes they change numbers when you bring a bunch of different people in. So I probably will have to give him either 30 or 3 again. I guess I can give him 23 or 24, whatever he wore in. I think he wore 24 in Seattle, but he wore 30 and 3 in Cincinnati. Great play. That's just the lankiness of Randy Johnson to be able to grab that one. And that's a frustrating first inning. We had guys on base but couldn't get anything done. And here he is, our ace, Greg Maddux, taking on Buck O'Neil to lead off the bottom of the first. And a fastball right past O'Neil, strike 2. Very good postseason from Maddux. That's back-to-back solid postseasons. Can't really complain. I'm just hoping that now that we have Walter Johnson, I hope that he doesn't all of a sudden forget how to pitch and doesn't win a 4th straight Cy Young. Knowing me, I'll grab the guy that's the only person in this series so far to win a Cy Young in the National League, and he's gonna absolutely suck, and he's not gonna do anything. And that's just my luck. I just know that's gonna happen. Bo Bichette is up here, the second at bat of the inning and of the day for the Marlins. He's battling against Maddux on a couple of pitches, but he stares at a slider in the bottom corner. Strike 3, and Maddux is off and running here in Season 4. His 3rd season in New York. I'm pretty sure we got him in Season 2. Did we get him in the free agency of season 2 or the first off season? I can't remember. Maybe we made a trade for him. I honestly don't remember. I record so many things, and it's been so long since that first season came out that I truly do not remember how we got him. But he's here anyway, and he strikes out Mike Pizza for the third out. And there he is, the Prince. The Prince is here in New York. The former Milwaukee Brewer. I think we played him when he was on the Brewers one year. And he did pretty well against us. But now he's playing for us. Just unfortunate that we don't have opening day at home to celebrate our championship. And I was really late on that. I am struggling to hit against Randy Johnson's fastball. I'm just not used to swinging that early because he's on the gun so quickly. I mean, that's 99. The fastball that I fouled off on the previous pitch was 101. I just got to get in the groove of hitting against a guy who can throw stinky cheese like that. I mean, I'm not prepared for it. We do have Barry Bonds though, and Barry goes down low. I tried to go after it. It did not work. I was early on that one. See that I'm all confused. I'm all jumbled. But that one I got a piece of, and that's going to be in the left field gap. Barry Bonds around first, headed to second, and that'll be a 1-out double for Barry. That was a lucky pitch, and I got around it. I will take it. And look how tiny he is. Yogi Berra, 5'7", debuts for the Mets here on opening day, and he's just a tiny little guy, but look at the pop he had on that bat into center field. I'm going to send Bonds to third. I think 89 speed's going to be quick enough, and the ball's not going to be accurate. To be fair, it was pretty accurate, but Bonds makes it there. So Berra moves the runner to third, and we've got the debut of Alex Rodriguez. If I could roll my R's, it would have been a more impactful pronunciation, but you get the idea nonetheless. A-Rod debuts for the Mets, and he's on career home run watch number 98. You got to remember, A-Rod is a created player. He doesn't have the historic stats that some of these legends have because they're in the game already. So that is 3 seasons. In 3 seasons of the simulation, A-Rod has hit 98 home runs. That's pretty awesome. I'd love to get him number 99 and 100 in a video. That's not a good start, though. Manny Machado leads off the bottom of the second with a single into center field. Griffey fields it. It's okay, because now they got Michael Harris up. Michael Harris stares at the fastball. Let's give him a circle change. Maybe the circle change can strike him out. He got around it enough. Fouls it off, and we will go curveball. Let's go curveball. Drop it in the bucket. Uh-oh, that's bad. They're going to send him to second. Yogi Berra, how's the arm? It's on point. Manny Machado, 40 speed, should not have tested the legend. It ain't over till it's over, and Yogi Berra says it's over for Manny Machado. Big mistake from the former Oriole / Padre / now Marlin. But Michael Harris is fighting, and he chips that one. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed triangle on accident. That's on me. That one's on me. I accidentally pressed triangle. Oopsie. And then I couldn't recover quick enough to press circle. Oh, Bo Jackson does not chase the slider down and away. Unfortunate. But he stares at a fastball nonetheless. It's still strike 3. Third strikeout for Maddox today. Swanson's at the plate. He grounds it to the captain at third base. Captain America to the machine. And that is the third out. So luckily my mistake doesn't come back to bite me. Being able to screw up that second out. And I was very early on that, trying to guess the timing. I knew where the fastball was going. I just did not time it very well. It's a full count to Soriano to lead off the bottom or the top of the third. And I swung horribly over the top of that pitch for the first out. David Wright got on base his first time up. Can he do it again? Fastball inside and high. Unfortunate. 1-2 count. Ooh, David Wright barely got away from that one. That could have been dangerous. Although it would have been good because we would have got ourselves on base. I don't know why I'm struggling so much, man. I don't know. This might be a pitcher's duel just because I can't hit Randy Johnson consistently. I'm honestly surprised I've got the hits I do. David Wright had to go up in the atmosphere to grab that one. But it's a 1-out single into center. And now Pujols is up with a full count. Do we have green light for Pujols here? I think we do. And I missed it. Okay. It would have been a nice base hit if I would have made better contact. We'll see where Randy goes with this one. Down low in the zone. That would have been strike 3. I was very late. I'm making these decisions at like a split second too late that I want to swing. Both of those could have been base hits. This one I'll know a little bit more about. And of course, that's the one that I send right to the second baseman. Andres Jimenez makes a great play. But now it's Bryce Harper's turn. He's got 2 outs. He's got a runner on first and a 1-1 count. Come on, Bryce. Show me why you were a league MVP. Not in this series, but in real life. I wonder if Mike Trout's going to have another great year like he had last season, where he had a ton of home runs. Is that going to drop in front of Michael Harris? It does. I'm sending David Wright to third. I didn't honestly think that was going to drop in front of him. That's why I was just sending David Wright around. But he makes it anyway, so it works out in our favor. And now Griffey is up with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Come on, Griff. Something in the outfield scores 1, but I'm way behind that one. Way behind that one. That's okay. Because now it's a 1-2 count. I'm going down low for that. It's going to be a little grounder. Griffey could not beat the throw. It is still 0-0. Unfortunate, to say the least. Bottom 3, 1-1 to Jimenez. He fouls off the fastball down the right field side, and we'll go circle to try to strike him out. He makes good contact, past A-Rod into center field, base hit to lead off the bottom half of the third. A-Rod gets his first test, and it was a little too far away from him. Ian Happ is up. He fouls off the fastball, 1-2. I think he already had a 1-2 count, so we'll give him the circle. That's back up to Maddox. He couldn't handle it. He kept it in front of him, but it's going to be just a fielder's choice instead of a double play. Hopefully he's not hurt. Manager might be a little bit concerned. He's a little wobbly. He says he's good to go, though. Shaking the head, yeah. Shake it off. Yeah, he's blowing off the manager, blowing off the trainers. Maddox says he's good to go, but that is on his plant leg. I'm a little bit worried. That is on Greg Maddox's left leg, his plant leg, as he's going into his delivery. So I'm hoping it doesn't affect him, but it seems like it's not really right now, as he strikes out Buck O'Neil on 2 pitches. And now we've got Bo Bichette with 2 outs and a runner on second. Oh, generous call. Thank you, umpire. I needed that one. And here comes the slider. Strike 3. Maddox comes back after getting the little beamer to the left ankle. And he gets back-to-back strikeouts. Greg Maddox. Big time. And now it's Prince Fielder leading off here in the top of the 4th. Randy Johnson still on the mound, still looking pretty good, although he's at 70 pitches, 71 now. Fielder sends that to left center. Michael Harris tracks it, makes the play. That felt pretty good off the bat, but it didn't feel like it had the oomph that it needed to be a home run. I have not hit a home run in a long time in a played game. But Barry Bonds might have just corrected that for me, and he has! Barry Bonds to right field! Forget what I said! Santa Maria! The first home run in forever for me in a game, and it's Barry Bonds to get the scoring underway. We needed that. We needed to get Randy Johnson out of his groove, and Bonds is the perfect guy to do it. Yogi Berra just smacked him in the face on the high five. He's so small. Barry went down in the zone, and he just strong-armed it over the wall. That's what all those steroids does to you. It grows your head to an uncharacteristically large size, and it also gives you Hulk powers. And Yogi Berra goes right back after the home run and hits a single into center field. So Yogi's on base for the number 9 hitter, Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod with a 1-1 himself. 84 pitches for Johnson, about to be 85 with this one. And A-Rod will foul off the splitter. Come on, A-Rod. I meant to change your number too. I don't know what number you wore. I think, didn't you wear number 3 on the Yankees? No, he wouldn't have. Babe Ruth wore number 3 on the Yankees. He wouldn't have worn number 3. What did A-Rod wear on the Yankees? I'll have to go Google and see what he wore. See if I have a number available for him, because 15 doesn't really seem right for A-Rod. Soriano at the plate. 1-1 to him. And runners on second and third. Soriano will get an RBI. Can he beat the throw, though? He can't, just barely. But it's 2-0 now. He does his job, gets an RBI on Yogi Berra. And there's a runner on third for David Wright with 2 outs. Randy Johnson almost hit David Wright his last at bat. So maybe David Wright can come back with some anger, some violence, some vengeance, and hit himself a big-time single or something, maybe even a double in the gap. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's got a chance. Into center field, Michael Harris makes the play, but we got 2 runs. The Barry Bonds solo homer to right field, and then Alfonso Soriano's ground out, but got Yogi Berra in nonetheless. So it works in our favor, and Greg Maddux seems to be pretty good. That left leg and left ankle doesn't seem to be hurting him too much, although he lost control on that one and walked the leadoff man, Mike Piazza. 2-1 to Manny Machado, and that was a dangerous pitch and a dangerous swing. It's 2-2. Here comes the slider. It walked Piazza, but it'll ground into a double play for Machado. A-Rod back to Pujols. It's a 3-6-3 double play. And the Marlins are in trouble. 1-2 to Michael Harris. Oh, go foul, go foul, go foul. Thank baby Jesus. That was bad. That was close. Oh, really? Umpire didn't give me the call on that one. That's got to be a makeup call for what he did earlier. Maddux misses the play at the mound. Soriano obviously couldn't get it. And it's going to be squeaking through into center field for a 2-out single for Michael Harris. Bo Jackson at the plate. Bo will send that one foul. Let's see if we can get him on a slider here. Here comes the slider. Bo sends that to first base. Pools, great athleticism. Steps on the first base bag. 3rd out. All right. And now it's time for the top of the 5th with Randy Johnson still on there. 96 pitches now. Pujols didn't get enough of that, just late on the timing. I feel like that could have been a home run if I got good contact. I had the PCI in a good spot, and I had felt pretty good off the bat, but if I had a little bit better timing, I felt like that could have been a home run. Ooh, up in the zone right by the elbow of Bryce Harper, and they are warming up Randy Johnson's replacements. He is at 100 pitches now here in the top of the 5th. Maddux has done a great job of, I was early on that and I know it. Urgh. Sucks. Maddux is at a good place right now in terms of where he's at pitch count wise. I think he's at maybe low 90s, high 80s, low 90s. Bryce Harper sends that into right field. That's a base hit. So Maddux, I'm feeling, is pretty good in his pitch count so far in the 5th. He might be actually be in the mid to high 80s, I think, for his pitch count. I don't think he's gotten to the 90s just yet. Griffey, I was late on that one for some reason. And that's a foul off. Frustration starting to build here because I can't get the ones I know are coming. There's the pitch for Randy Johnson. It's another fastball, but that time I was fouled off because I pulled the PCI a little bit lower. Come on, Griffey. You got to have a better year than you've had the past 2. You've just been, I mean, you had a great postseason. You won postseason MVP for a reason. I want you to translate that from the postseason to the regular season this year. I fouled that off. Ugh. I shouldn't even be in this spot. I should have hit either pitch 1 or pitch 2, but I just can't. I couldn't hit him. I had bad timing. Here we go. I get my redemption. Griffey into center field, base hit. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And we have a chance to add even more insurance for Greg Maddux. It's the Prince. Prince fielder with 1 out. Randy Johnson getting really high into his pitch count. And it will not continue right there because that's a foul ball. I was hoping that would stay fair, but it just didn't get lucky. 1-2 to Fielder. I missed it. I missed it. Sucks to suck, and I suck. Oh, that's a bad throw. I'm sending everybody to third. Get there. He's safe. What are the Marlins doing? What is Ian Happ doing? It's an error from left field going to third base. And I got my guys now on second and third with Barry Bonds. Look at that home run pitch. Down away from the plate inside, and he just sent it. Sent it to the moon. He's got a career 975 OPS in the 4 seasons here, or the 3 seasons technically we've done so far in this Legends series. And Bonds, a home run and a double. If he could get a triple, all the hard stuff is out of the way. All the hard stuff. He's got the speed. He's got like 89 speed, so he's got the speed to get a triple if he gets it in the right spot in the gap. Unfortunately, he's not going to get it. He's going to add the single, but he's got 2 RBIs, so I guess that's the better of the things to get. Good job, Barry. Home run, a double, and a single in opening day, and they are pulling the big unit. We have neutralized the big unit, and he's done. His day is done after 5 2/3. Jared Eichhoff. I think is how you pronounce his last name. Eichhoff? Eichhoff? I think it's Eichhoff. Yogi Berra to the plate to face him for the first time. All he's got to do is get 1 strike, basically, on Yogi. He's so tiny. 5'7" looks hilarious. Here we go. Yogi into right field. That'll be maybe extra bases. Nah, he's only got 50 speed. On Bo Jackson's arm, I'm not sending him. But he does move Barry Bonds over to third base. So Yogi does his job for Alex Rodriguez to clean it up at the 9 spot. Come on, A-Rod. You're 1 for 2 today, but I'd like to see you debut with a home run. Oh, I had to lean for that one, but it will fall in the gap. Alex Rodriguez with a double. He gets himself an RBI on debut. Let's go. Alex Rodriguez proving to be a valuable trade piece that we got. And now Soriano will come up with runners on second and third, 2 outs. And Soriano, oof. I thought that was going to slide down the left field, or the third base line. I really did. I thought it was going to be 2 RBIs. Oh, here we go. They gave me a pitch they shouldn't have. Soriano to left field. That is going to be the 2 RBIs, and it will be a double for Soriano. 7-0 in the 5th. They should have kept Randy out there. We are mauling Jared Eichhoff. And David Wright will step up, still with 2 outs. It's been a brutal inning for the Marlins, and it could have gotten worse if I had better timing. It could have gotten worse, because that could have been a double or even a home run if Wright gets around it enough. That one into shallow left field. Will it drop? It will. RBI single on the blooper into left field. 8-0 Mets lead. This is what you want to see. And they're pulling Eichhoff for Pablo Lopez, the former starter. I guess now is transitioned to the bullpen here in year number 4. Probably just because they have too many higher overall players in their starting rotation. But unfortunately, the inning does come to an end. But we got a huge inning for Greg Maddux. 6 runs in the top of the 5th. Exactly the kind of boost he needed to give him the confidence to keep going here in the 5th and the 6th. He was only at 76 pitches before that first one that I threw. So I was off on my estimate. I thought he was in the mid to high 80s. I was off. Now he's in the low 80s. Andres Jimenez struck out Dansby Swanson. Now faces Jimenez. We'll see if we can get him striking out on the circle change here. And it will be into the woohoo, into the left field shallow area, but enough to where A-Rod could go and make the play. Does Jeter make that play? That's a debate we'll never really get the answer to. And it'll be Ian Happ popping that up to left center. Barry Bonds makes the play, and that's a quick 5th inning for the Marlins. Greg Maddux is dealing. Bryce Harper 2 for 3, proving to be valuable asset here, and he might have himself a 3-for-4 day if I get the timing right, and I didn't. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3. Look at all those pitches that Randy Johnson sent my way. All those fastballs. And I didn't do a single thing with them. Because I suck. 2-2. 1 out to Griffey. Basically going up against a starter here in Pablo. A guy we know a little bit about from our Kansas City Royals rebuild. Will Pablo Lopez be able to get Ken Griffey Jr. out? Yes, he will not. I tried to swing, that's why I said yes. But it's a walk. Ken Griffey Jr. on base with 1 out here for Prince Fielder. He's 0 for 3 today. I haven't been able to find the timing with Prince. He's a 2-time home run champion, home run derby champion. I remember watching those home run derbies. Oh, baby, that's in the gap. Prince Fielder can't run very well, but Griffey can. I'm sending Griffey home. It's going to be an RBI double for Prince Fielder. 9-0 Mets. That's what we needed from the Prince. That's a big one. And now it's time for Barry Bonds. 3 for 3. He is 1 triple shy of the cycle. If he could get a cycle on opening day, that would be absolutely amazing. I doubt he will, but we'll try for it. I'm going down low in the zone because that's where I hit the home run from. Well, not that spot, but and there it is, triple shy of the cycle. We already know the context. You don't have to keep the pressure on. There's already a ton of it, and he's going low. He does not want to pitch to Barry Bonds. I mean, that's understandable. He's got a huge day today. I understand why you don't want to pitch to Barry Bonds, but he's going to do it anyway. That's either a home run or extra bases. It's a home run. Barry Bonds is the GOAT. A 2-run shot, number 2 on the day. Santa Maria. Barry Bonds is 4 for 4 with 2 home runs. Pablo Lopez makes a mistake, and Barry Bonds might win the MVP this year. I mean, that's just, you can't throw a fastball like that in that spot against a guy like Barry Bonds. And they've seen enough of Pablo Lopez. They bring in Zach Plesac here in the top of the 6th to go up against Yogi Berra. So Yogi Berra faced Eichhoff when he came in, and now he faces Zach Plesac as the first batter. That's pretty funny. 11-0 Mets lead in year 4 opening day, and Yogi Berra, that did not seem like a good pitch at all, but it's at the wall. Wow, that made it a lot farther than I thought it would. I did not think that would go all the way to the warning track. 2 doubles for A-Rodder, is only 2 hits today, but that's a pretty productive debut for the new shortstop here, the franchise shortstop. That's over the head of the first baseman. A-Rod's headed to second base. That's the 2nd error for the Marlins. Ian Happ had one earlier. What is going on? I mean, it's already 11-0. You can't beat yourself with errors. Oh, it's a bad swing. I apologize, Alfonso. I didn't mean to do that. But they're beating themselves with these errors when they don't need to. It's just unforced. That's going to get past the glove of Manny Machado. Soriano will have an RBI single. It's 12-0. We can't stop getting runs. This is what I needed to have last year. I don't know why we just struggled so much last year. That's what happens. And David Wright, I didn't mean to swing at that. Or at least I didn't mean to swing that early on that. 1-2 count. What will David Wright do? He will send it to right field. Bo Jackson making the play. Soriano over to third. And it's 2 outs and runners on the corners. That was a very accurate throw from Bo Jackson from all the way across the field. Pujols is up. He's had a poor day. 0 for 4. Just hasn't been able to get right. But that could all change with one swing of the bat. Albert Pujols is going to get out for 0 for 5. Oh, the way that Ian Happ was making it looked like he was going to go farther. Oh, that's okay. Now we're getting into the point where how far do we let Greg Maddux go? I guess it just depends on how the next couple innings play out. If he continues to dominate and doesn't really rack up that many pitches on his pitch count, he could probably go 7 or 8 innings. Let's take a look at his stamina on this next at-bat here. He's got himself still in the green. A little less than half of his energy is gone. Oh, that one is going to stay fair. Bo Bichette's got himself extra bases. Bonds will field it. And I probably should have just sent that straight to second. It would have been a closer play. But it's an RBI, not an RBI double. It is a one-out double for Bo Bichette. Piazza grounds that to A-Rod, fields it quickly, on to first. He was out before he even got in frame. That's how quickly A-Rod threw that ball. And now it's Machado with 2 outs and a runner on second. They need this. It's not going to work for him. David Wright fields it easily on to Pujols, and that is a quick 6th inning for the Marlins. Certainly not what they needed. Down 12 runs in the 7th, or headed into the 7th. Harper's 2 for 4. Make it 3 for... No, make it 2 for 5. Oh, no, it was a foul. I thought that was fair. Okay, so we still got a chance. Still got ourselves a chance. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh, that was a bad swing. Very, 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 very bad swing. 1-2 to Harper. Come on, Bryce. Oh, my baby Jesus. It is out of here. One swing of the bat. Santa Maria. The 3rd home run of the day for the New York Mets. After I was complaining earlier about how I haven't hit a home run in a while, I've got 3 of them things. Bryce Harper sent that to the moon. No doubt about it. That's why we traded for Bryce. That is why we traded for him. Bada bing, bada boom. Knew it from the get-go. 13-0 Mets lead here in Miami on opening day of year number 4. We're proving why we are the 2-time defending world champions and why we've made 3 straight World Series appearances. We arguably should be 3 for 3. I should not have lost that first series to the White Sox, but we did. So we can't go back and change the past. Unless we're dealing with time travel, but we're not. Prince Fielder gets a single. And now it's time for Barry Bonds. He is 4 for 4 today. 2 home runs, a double and a single. What else can this man do? I want him, honestly, to get the triple. But we'll see. We will see what Barry Bonds has got up his sleeve for this at-bat, and he barely misses that one. 35 pitches for a bullpen guy is kind of crazy, but Plesac is right there. Bonds down low. I missed it. I missed it. I was early. That could have been it. That could have been the 3rd home run of the day. Not going to swing at that. That is ball 3. It's a full count to Barry. He's been by far the best player on the team today. And we'll see what he can do with this one. It's going to be a walk. Barry Bonds will use his discipline. And they're pulling Plesac. They are burning through their bullpen on the first game of 162. This is not a good sign for the Marlins this season. Oh, that's stupid. I didn't even want to swing at that, but I just pressed the button. That's kind of why it was as bad as it was. A-Rod is up. He's got a chance to add another RBI or 2 if he can get a hold of something here. And I should have swung. I should have swung at that one. 1-2 to A-Rod. That's not going to be good. Andres Jimenez fields it cleanly. On to first. They get out of the 7th. But Bryce Harper added 1 more. Boom. No doubt about it. Home run central here in Miami. It's bottom 7. I'm going to let Greg go. He's got himself a shutout on the way. Complete game shutout would be amazing on opening day. That would solidify him as our opening day ace. But we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. I would like to see some of the bullpen guys get a little bit of a look, but I mean, we're already in the 7th. We only have the 8th and the 9th. If we want to see any bullpen guys. Let's see. Circle change on Bo Jackson, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. How do you not swing at that? Come on. I thought I had that lined up pretty well. There comes the slider. Strike 3! What a generous call from the umpire. Oh, that's BS. I'd be so mad if that was a strike, if that was a called strike 3 on me. I'll take it. Good framing by Yogi Berra. Maybe he's got better framing than Johnny Bench does. 1-2 to Dansby. And he will strike out way out in front of that slider. He must have been sitting fastball. He had to have been. And that is the end of the 7th. We go top 8. Robert Suarez still on the mound. He came in for Plesac. I don't even have anybody in my bullpen warming up. I'm going to let Maddox go into the 8th. We might as well. We've got him this far. And Soriano will lead off with a single into center field. It just keeps on going. The nightmare never ends for the Miami Marlins. They do not want to see us the next 2 games because they are going to get battered. At least I hope so. Who knows what's going to happen in simulation. I doubt we win. I doubt we sweep them. I rarely ever sweep teams in the show for some reason. I don't know why. We always lose at least 1 game for no reason. First out goes to David Wright. Popped it into center field. Pujols 0 for 5. After what he did in the World Series, I'm very shocked he's 0 for 5 today. And he's 0 for 6. Unless that drops. That's got a good chance. Oh, no. Bo Jackson. I didn't see Bo Jackson coming around. 0 for 6 for the machine today. Not a good start to the year. Luckily, it's just game 1. I'd be a little bit more worried if he was having a struggling year in like August or September. Like how I've been worried with Ken Griffey Jr., who just has not really produced that much the past couple of years, except for the postseason, obviously. But your best players show up in the postseason. Harper could not hit another home run. He grounds that to first base. It's a quick inning, but at this point, we don't need any more runs. We have 13 runs. It's not like we're desperate for runs or anything. So we're fine with it as we go bottom 8. And I might, as Maddox gets, what, his 8th strikeout of the day? Number 9. I might pull Maddox in the 9th. I shouldn't have dove. I would have had if I didn't dive. I thought Soriano wasn't going to make it, but then he had like a burst of speed that I wasn't prepared for. That would have been an out if I didn't dive there. But that could be a double play. A-Rod, make your body turn. Error. A-Rod throws it to left field. What are they doing? No. No. Okay, this isn't on Greg Maddux. A-Rod had a tough throw to make. He overthrew the second baseman Soriano, and the Marlins could get on the board here. We're in a dangerous spot. I'm going to have, you know what? We're going to have the new addition Michael King get warming up because we haven't seen him yet. We've seen everybody else. Slider, Bo Bichette strikes out. You can't strike out with runners on second and third, and you have no runs yet. You cannot strike out. Full count to Piazza. Strike 3, Maddox saves the shutout. Greg Maddux saves the shutout on a beautiful call on strike 3. Corner of the plate, it's called, and it's still 13-0. At this point, we got to let Maddox go in the 9th, right? I was going to pull him if they scored the run, but then Bo Bichette struck out, and then obviously Piazza strikes out. But we got to let him finish it out. We can't give him blue balls like that, pull him in the 9th when he's got an opening day shutout, complete game shutout. Prince Fielder, that could be number 14. That's got a lot of carry to it. Prince Fielder to left field. It's going to be a home run. Santa Maria. Number 4 for the Mets today. Bonds has 2. Harper's got 1. Fielder's got 1. And the Mets lead 14-0. I'm having fun with this team, boys. I'm having fun. That one, I didn't even really think it was going to be anything. I thought it was going to be like a pop-up to left field or something, but Fielder just powered it out. And now it's Barry Bonds. He walked the last time up, so he's still 4 for 4. You got to give me the triple. I've got to get the triple. Come on, Bonds. You are 1 triple away from a cycle and having a historic performance. Don't swing at that. That's 2-2. It honestly could be 3-1 if I didn't swing at that first pitch. Come on, Barry. Just something in the gap. Their outfield's big enough to where you can get around with 89 speed. You can get around to third if you hit it in the right spot. Come on, Barry. Go down low. It's going to be an out, actually, not even a base hit. So Barry Bonds will not be perfect today and will not get the cycle. I tried, man. I really did try. I could have had better timing, obviously, but I gave it my best shot to get him that triple. Yogi Berra, is this home run number 5? Yogi's the GOAT! Yogi's the GOAT! He's better than Johnny Bench! It's a home run! Santa Maria! We've got ourselves number 5 for the team, and it's the little 5'7", 10-time world champion Yogi Berra. Drop your Yogiisms in the comments section down below. It ain't over till it's over. If there's a fork in the road, take it. Chad Green will replace Robert Perez, I think is who was just in there. And now it's a full count to A-Rod. Can A-Rod have a home run today? Everybody's getting in on the home run party. I love how I've been complaining for the past couple episodes where I haven't been able to hit home runs, and I hit 5 in one game, 2 with one player. That is the end of our half of the 9th, but we have 15 runs to the Marlins 0. I know my pitcher's getting tired, but I'm not going to take him out with at least giving him a chance to go for the complete game shutout. He's got to at least lose the shutout himself before we pull him. I'm hoping that doesn't happen as Manny Machado leads off with a single. Michael Harris is up now. Harris stares at a fastball 1-2. It's a good start. We'll give him the circle change. Maybe he'll swing right past it. He doesn't even swing. It's ball 2. Two-seamer. That's got a couple people today, but it doesn't get Michael Harris to right field. Harper goes up for it. Couldn't steal it. Shutout over. And Maddox's day is done. 2-run shot to right field for Michael Harris. He just didn't have the control for it. And Michael King will come in to finish the deal here in the 9th. I doubted Maddox was going to be able to get the job done. He just didn't have the energy, didn't have the control anymore. But I had to give him the opportunity. We couldn't take him out with at least giving him the chance. But he goes 8 1/3. Actually, he doesn't even go a third. He goes 8 innings. And had a pretty good day. That's why he's our ace. The Marlins are starting to rally here. I'd be a lot more worried if we didn't have 15 runs. If we had like 7 runs, 6 runs, I'd certainly be more worried about how the Marlins are playing here in the bottom of the 9th. Swanson will miss that one. Sends it to left field. Bonds underneath it. And that's the first out. Next up is Andres Jimenez. 2-2 to him. Let's see if we can get him striking out the sinker. He barely makes contact with that. So we'll give him the circle change. It's got a lot of people out today. It will not get Jimenez out. That could be Bo Jackson all the way home as well. He's got 98 speed, and they're going to send him. Can A-Rod gun him down? Yes, he can! A-Rod to Yogi Berra, and Barry Bonds is called out at home. Bo Jackson is called out at home. That was a interesting choice, but I get it. You got to be aggressive down 15-2 in the bottom of the 9th. They'll get this run, though, because there's no way Griffey's going to throw out 87 speed guy. So it's 15-3 as Ian Happ delivers a single, RBI single. And it's Buck O'Neil, who's 0 for 4 today. Will he get off the schneid? Good fastball from Michael King. And here comes the final pitch, hopefully. Nope. It'll go one more pitch at least. Fastball down low. They send the runner Happ. Buck O'Neil grounds it to third, right fields, and Mets win 15-3 on opening day. Big win. Big win. Asserting our dominance on opening day, showing why we are the defending champs for the 2nd straight year. Good win. Very good win. Love to see it. Maddox had a great game. He had like 11 strikeouts, I think 10 or 11 strikeouts. Barry Bonds was unbelievable. Randy Johnson went 4 2/3. I mean, it was just a fantastic performance. Yogi Berra, man, he impressed me a lot. He had that last home run. He really impressed me, and we get a big win. Mets don't have a AAA lineup a valid lineup in AAA. Now we've got to finish the series with the Marlins. So we got game 2 here, Garrett Cole versus Walter Johnson. It's a big W. The Yankees have claimed. Oh no, we've claimed. I forgot I put claims in on people. We claimed Colton Clouser off of the waiver list and Nick Madrigal. Delgado has cleared waivers. That's good. We also clear Raleigh Fingers, or claim Raleigh Fingers. I forgot that I put some claims on some people. So now we got to go and remove these guys from the lineups. Hopefully Raleigh's got options. He doesn't. So he's got to go back on waivers. I hope nobody claims him. He's going to go down to AAA. He might get called up for what's it called? September call-ups. Who else did I claim? I claimed Colton Cowser and Nick Madrigal. Madrigal should have an option. He doesn't have it. That's why I guess he was in waivers. We'll send him down to AAA. And we will send... I'm basically just betting the fact that these guys don't get claimed again. But Corbin Carroll luckily does. Although, no, it was Colton Cowser. And he doesn't have any options either. I'm hoping that these guys don't get claimed. I doubt they will. Because, I mean, we were the only ones that were going to claim them anyway, really. So, but that's extra depth on our team. That's always nice. And we got our first scouting assignment. Obviously, we're going to be picking late in the round. We're picking last in the draft. So we will have to try to find somebody that's good, like Robert Hager. I think at this point, I'm not gonna scout for like positions. I'm just gonna scout for guys that have good overalls and good potentials, and we'll draft whoever's available. Because at this point, there's not like anybody that's gonna really affect the team. So it's not really that big of a deal. So we'll scout those guys. Finish the series against the Marlins. Jose Contreras on the mound for us. And see what I mean? We can't sweep anybody for some reason. We lose. Michael King gets beat up, and we lose that game. But now we take on the Reds for 3 games to end the month of March. And we have split so far. The Cardinals claim Raleigh Fingers. You know what? You can have him. They claim Raleigh Fingers. It's not like it was a big deal. Is that everybody, though? Do we keep the other guys? Are they still claimed? Madrigal looks like he made it. And Cowser looks like he made it to AA. Perfect. Okay, so Raleigh Fingers is the only guy that got claimed. That's fine. It's not like we needed him by any means. Nationals are 5-1. Oh, that's the team that Mike Trout's on, right? So Nationals got Bob Gibson, Mike Trout, Ed Walsh, Yadier Molina, Sandy Alcantara. They got a pretty solid team, and they're 5-1, starting year number 4. We finished the series against the Reds, and we beat them 11-0. That's crazy. What is the game we're going to play in the next episode? Probably against the Pirates, or maybe the A's. I want to play a game that's at home. Let's simulate this series against the Diamondbacks. 4-gamer, actually, against them. And we have been getting swept. Whoa. 4-5 to start the year? Who are we? Wow, okay. We do get swept. The first time we've gotten swept in a long time. We get swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're 7-3 to be fair. Well, now they are. That's crazy. We just got swept. I kind of want to play the A's at home, so we'll play them. We'll simulate the series against the Pirates. And, man, we only have won 2 games in the month of April. We are on the schneid. Another loss. It is not looking good for the good guys. Julio Esperanza is not amazing. But now we know. Let's see. Who else is going to be pretty decent? We'll get Juan Rosales, and we'll take Robert Hager off. And we will scout some other people. Who else should we scout? Let's scout... maybe a little bit earlier here. Let's scout Bob Minor. Keep Karl Malone away from him. Can we not lose this series as well? Okay, we win the series against the White Sox. 7-9 right now. We need a big series against the Diamondbacks here, but we've already been swept in 4 games by them. Sprinkle's injured. Okay, so we come back in the next series we played against the Diamondbacks and beat them 2-1. Sandy Koufax is 0-3. Is Sandy going to get traded at the deadline? He might. He might get traded at the deadline if Sandy's not keeping up, because everybody else is performing pretty well, but Sandy's 0-3 with an 8.10 ERA. What is going on there, Sandy? You got to figure it out, my guy. Figure it the F out. It looks like Pujols is dominating ever since that opening day struggle he had. Bonds is doing pretty well. Harper's having a good season. So is Prince Fielder. Griffey's not doing too well. We might have to switch Griffey out for Mickey Mantle. because even though I love Ken Griffey Jr., we might have to switch him out because he is not producing, and I can't be having that. So we might have to switch him out for Mickey. Nationals have kind of come back down to earth a little bit. I want to pitch with Jose Contreras, but he's not on the mound against the A's. He is going to be on the mound against the Phillies in Game 1. So do we really care about the A's? I really just want to pitch with Jose Contreras, so I think I'm going to go to Game 1 of the Phillies series. So let's simulate the A's series. That's 2 games so far. That's a good one. We don't really like any of these guys, but I'll finish out scouting them. And why can't we not sweep anybody? We just, for some reason, we put up 12 against the A's, but they put up 10. And next game, we will try to get back on the winning ways. We'll have Jose Contreras on the mound at home against Jameson Taillon for the Phillies. They're 9-13. They're worse than us a little bit, but it's going to be a big rivalry game. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.